Sega! Yeah!
I'm actually used to like the Hatsune Miku one that does it now.
Oh, really?
She doesn't do it for all of them, but it's just like it comes in her games that she does. She's like Sega, and I'm like, oh wow,
that's pretty nice. But we're not playing Hatsune Miku games, and we're not playing well, at least here. Well, I mean on this video, but we are playing a certain kind of game, the war games, with one of my favorites, my personal favorite,
and mine as well.
Yeah, it's a very very. It
very
holds
near
a very
dear to our hearts.
Yeah, but especially in a time where where most of the games today that come out, they're not turn-based.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
where it's all Call of Duty and
yeah.
Well, this is back then, but now this is actually the same thing now.
Yeah, and it's the same thing now. It's the same thing when the game came out. It's the same thing now. Like we're playing this like 11 years after its copyright.
Whoa, really?
I think so. Yeah.
No.
Well, okay, it's close to a decade. I'll say that.
Close to a decade. I was like,
it's very close to a decade.
That doesn't make sense. So this is Cup of Knuckles, and we're playing Valkyria Chronicles HD.
Yeah. You know, I wish it wasn't the HD version, but you know what? I love this game. I'll play through it. This is Dawn here.
HD. Like, maybe okay. Like it.
You want to introduce yourself, Clint?
Oh yeah, I'm Clint.
And yeah, the HD. Fuck.
And that's Dawn. And
okay.
yeah, you can keep going with your attack.
I love the series, or I love this game. I don't really like Valkyria Chronicles. Okay, no, let's say me not liking is an understatement. I hate Valkyria Chronicles 2. I haven't even touched Valkyria Chronicles 3 because I suspect it's as bad as Valkyria Chronicles 2.
No, I think it actually holds story. It holds way more story than 2.
Okay, so in terms of story, it's good, but what about gameplay?
Same thing.
Okay, well then, fuck that game. Like at this point, I'm willing to accept Valkyria Azure Revolution as a better game than those two.
I actually can't wait for that. I know you can't. I know you can because you fucking hate it now.
I saw TGS videos for it, and I was like, you know.
I remember sending you those videos, and I'm like, I'm psyched as hell, and I turned to you, and you're like in disgust.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's not exact. There's no turns. Exactly. It's kind of like a hack and slash. But anyways, this is Valkyria Chronicles 1.
Oh, I guess we'll play it again.
Yeah. Well, no. We don't have to. Let's just get started. Yeah. So this is the HD version of Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah.
As to why they made an HD version, I have no clue.
Oh, money.
So like,
it's the monies. And it's still hold out until Zero comes out.
I guess, but I mean, like, okay, hold on, options.
Oh, yeah, actually, no, we gotta go options. I don't want to.
Like, okay, I've actually heard this in English, and it's not bad.
Really?
It's not bad. I still prefer the Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Keep that on.
Japanese Vulcan still holds like the way his voice acting, it strikes a chord in my heart very strongly.
Okay.
Subtitles are on, yes. I mean, I can't.
Oh, I had to. Yeah, I'm like, yes.
I don't know if I can go through a Japanese game fully.
Okay, it's on. It's on.
Okay. Confirm. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that an HD version came out. And yes, Azure Revolution's coming out, but I mean, it's a game from like mid 2000s.
Well, it's the same thing as like saying why they make a Zone of the Enders.
Yeah, yeah, but Zone of the Enders was coupled with, hey, we have a demo for Revengeance.
Well, no, that was the only incentive. They
really
were banking on that. Anyway,
I'm gonna go on. No, I think I'll let Irene Kohler explain.
Elliot.
No, it's Elliot before.
Oh yeah, she got married?
Yeah, she got married. That's why her name changes. Spoilers.
I was like, what? Oh shit, I gotta check my history.
Okay, so
why does this looks like Russia?
Close. It's actually fake Germany.
No, I'm just like, like if you were to roughly map it out, it looks like most of that is already Russia.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's not really
And,
Russia. It's
and-
Russia. And instead of it being Europe, it's Europa.
Nerd. Like, and Galia looks like England.
Yeah.
Like, the Atlantic Federation looks like they're like.
The Allies.
Oh, I was gonna say South Africa, but anyway.
Okay.
Well, Africa in general.
But in any case, this is, it's definitely, I guess, in some sense, a parody to World War II. I mean, obviously there weren't people walking around with big gigantic lances that shoot ballistas, but
Imagine if that was real. Oh my god, you kill like the users.
but yeah, the story centers around somewhere close to the end of the war, where
Ended it.
yeah, well, we kind of do in this game. Spoilers, even though it's like 7 years too late. It's based off, it's a story parodying, if that's a word, off of World War II, where the bad guys, who are the Empire, reflecting the Axis powers, trying to take over the world for, well, resources, quote unquote, and they're taking over the non-Axis, the non-Axis side, which would be the Allies. So, the battle centers on this one, as Irene said, in this one country called Galia, or like maybe Poland or something. Probably reflecting Poland, because they were in the middle of both sides.
Yeah, they were.
So, that's how that works out. And instead of it, being Polish people, it's anime people. So,
oh, you're just like, yeah. It's the war.
Yeah.
I should be sad.
So, Clint, what's your favorite thing about this game?
What caught me into this game? Well, I would actually have to say the art.
For the game.
Yeah, the art for the game. Because as a weeaboo as I will say, weeaboo is for white people, or just like people who just like who love things, all things Japan.
Yeah, okay.
All things Japan, whoever will go with that. I'd rather stick with white people. But anyway, no,
keep going.
I was looking for an anime game, so I was scouring the YouTubes and all internet to answer my questions, and then this popped up. It was very under the radar too.
Yeah, it really was.
I bought from VGP. They only came out a few months, and no one buying it. So when I picked it up, it was like, they were selling it for $20 because no one would buy it.
Yeah.
No one knew about it. So they're just like, oh, here, $20. I'm like, oh, I thought it'd be more, the $59.99 back in the day. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Actually, like for me, like I recently, when I first found out about this game, I actually recently bought a PS3, and I was watching anime relatively heavily, and I saw this anime. So I was thinking,
you got by the anime itself?
Yeah, so I saw the anime first, and then I played the game. Whereas the natural release order is actually the game and then the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valkyria Chronicles 2, Valkyria Chronicles 3, the OVA for 2, the OVA for 3, and then there was a Revolution, if I recall correctly. That being said, the anime will have clear differences in story with the game. I mean, they still stick with the main plot points, which do drive the story relatively well. That aside, I think I prefer the game story over the anime version. But the anime version does provide like a few little character traits that are not explored in the game. Mm-hmm. So spoilers, we get a big guy named Largo. We realize he's like a big old cute vegetable loving giant.
There's another element I want to address with there's two elements I like in this is in the game. There is I don't know if this is would we have to can we say spoilers or no?
You know, it's kind of hard to say, but I'm going to say it now. This whole Let's Play is spoilers for a series that was released almost 10 years ago. So go ahead.
Okay, so the one thing that caught my eye the most in this game was the plot twist, like the big plot twist. So
Okay, hold on. There are several big plot twists here, but like, which big one are you talking about?
where everybody realizes they're in war.
Oh,
You said the spoilers, I could say it, right?
yeah, you could say it. Sorry.
That girl right there, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Isara's gonna die.
Yeah.
So she,
That was really big.
that was a big one, and that was really true because like at the time 10 years ago they made all these games where just like you're the hero, you're fighting a war.
Nobody's gonna die under your
Nobody's gonna die
command.
in your hand.
You and your team are invincible.
Yeah, and then this game came out, and then they pull you back. Their hand reaches out to you, grabs you, and pulls you back, reminds you, hey,
This is war.
this is a war. People die.
Yeah, like
Just to
it's
remind
not,
you.
Yeah, not everything's all happy, you know. Here, I mean, yeah, you have a gun and you fire. It's not like Batman, where it's not like Batman. What was it? Arkham, whatever.
I don't know anymore.
He just runs over guys and they're just knocked out. No, that like people kill people in this game, and they're dead,
Yep.
and they hold weight. And the charming thing about this series in particular are the characters, because it's not just
Oh yeah.
it's not just
I'll let you finish first.
it's not just people being part of a war and saying we're doing this war because we fight to protect our country and our country is right, but they're doing this war because they don't really have a choice. They're doing this war because it's the only way they can live, and that's really the best part about this game and its story, because they're not there for justice. They're there to protect themselves. And like every character knows that themselves. All the characters that we're gonna meet in the future cutscenes, all like even Alicia and Welkin know that. And that's really the most appealing part about this game.
Okay, now to add on to your
and you know, the
characters,
game
and now to
play.
add for me and my characters. So this is gonna be a big thing with this. This is gonna be a tutorial, so I'm gonna keep talking, whatever.
Yeah. Here, I'll play while you're
Okay,
talking.
cool. You do it. All right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, here, just forward. Yeah, Clint and I will be switching off pretty
yeah,
often. So
you're gonna love us or hate us when we play.
or both. Wow, that loaded so fast.
Yes,
I'm
it
not
did.
so used to the speed.
No, right? See, this is good investment. I was so happy. I was
You
happy.
shut up. We'll talk about the pictures later. Anyways, keep going.
So, right now, this is 2016. Yeah, going about September 2016. I'm gonna date it. I don't give a shit because I'm. This is good for good reason. So within the last 2-3 years, LGBTQ rights have been on the rise. Like they want. Look at that flow.
Yeah, but look at that high quality, low texture shit.
God damn it. Anyway, back to what I'm saying.
Like, look, the filter. Okay, see, they have. Okay,
Yeah, there's gonna be another thing I forgot to tell you
It
guys.
is- yeah, okay. We're gonna
be
hear a lot of
fighting-
my
we're gonna be
gripes.
fighting over this shit. Just I love this HE. He hates it. This is one of the things that's gonna be happening. But okay, going back to my characters thing. So it's 2016. Last maybe 3. I'm gonna say maybe even 5 years. We've been our society has been trying to fight for LGBTQ rights. Especially this year.
Oh, hold on, just a minute. So while Clint is talking, I'm actually gonna go through the text boxes relatively slow, so that way you guys can read
While we banter.
While we banter, yeah, and you won't be too lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, back to the thing I was saying. 2016 has been a very big year where LGBTQ
Sexual awareness, I guess.
sexual awareness has been like more assertive. They're trying to, like this is the future. We should be already, accepting of each other, regardless of who we like or what we like. And the thing is, what I liked about this game is that they had they did have gay characters.
Yeah, they did. They really did. And you know, he was okay. They did have a gay character in this and in the anime, and I was not off put by it actually.
Funny thing is, I always roll with him. He's always sticking by Largo's ass. I'm like,
yeah.
I want those stats, man. But you can have your fun.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I'm like, you stick with him. I forgot his name. Do you remember his name?
Johan. Wait, is it Johan? No, Jan.
Jan?
Yeah, I think it was Jan.
Okay.
Like J-A...
Yeah, wait, God damn it, no. But yeah, it was that was what it was. We were, he was very like if it was an obvious gay, that
was like super gay.
It was like super gay, but like
it was real obvious.
There was also things in the game where they had stats where it's just like, if you watch the anime and then you play the game or vice versa, you start to figure out. It's like, oh, are they is it admiration or they actually love each other? Because one of the biggest stats in this game, one of the abilities that they have is
Wait, did they? No, keep going. Yeah, you know.
They had stats where it's just like one of them would be what you call it late start. Yeah, late start. Really? You're gonna go that close?
Oopsie. I was skipping through the text. I was like, oh shit.
Boo.
Basically, it's like any shooter.
Why are you shooting that far?
No, I was just wondering, like how soon I could pull it. But anyways, I'm in target mode. Nobody can attack you when you're shooting, but after you attack, they can do a counter attack.
But also within saying that, if you are within range of them, they will auto attack you until you
go into the target mode. Yes.
Yeah, and then they will stop attacking you, and then you do your attacks, they do your attacks, and then the turn ends, and they still keep attacking you.
Yes.
So one of the things is like, be ready for enemy awareness and your cover and stuff.
I was gonna say, I think they added like one text box about like let's try moving to that sandbag. I'm like, I thought that was really obvious.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Back to the characters thing. So. One of the things that made it prevalent was there's these stats that they have. It's called late start. I mean late bloomer. I can't remember, whatever.
Something like that.
So it's a stat that certain characters have.
Yes.
Look how nicely that flowed nicely.
Yeah, it did. It did.
But
we'll talk about more later.
God damn it. So yeah, like certain characters would have certain abilities called like one I just mentioned is a late start. So like this character right out the bat, if you in the beginning she's not very good per se. Let's just say that her stats aren't really up there, but after a few uses with her, she starts getting more
abilities.
Yeah, her abilities kick in and increase her stats. Another one, so to tie in with this LGBTQ thing, is that some abilities were like Largo Lover.
Oh yeah, Largo Lover.
Yeah,
oh no, but that was a really good ability.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yep. So yeah, you have like Largo Lover, but also at the same time they also address. Not only did I forgot to cover this, but they didn't cover that they covered gay rights and whatever, like sexual rights.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say sexual rights, so I could stop saying that stupid abbreviation. They also covered racism. So in this game, you saw Welkin's stepsister Isara.
Yeah.
She is a part of a race called
Darksons.
And I love Darksons, but going on. In this game, they are hated because of the stories that they have created, the great calamity that, like, I don't know, this is
basically there's a religion, or like there's this like thought that there's this big disaster that happened because of black hair people.
Yeah.
So every black hair person is hated because of that story that happened years ago,
which symbolizes racism. And in the game, they also have stats that debuff, which is Darkson haters or Emmy hater. Or Emmy is a character, and there's like I forgot who it is, but they hate Emmy. So Eddie. If you stick her with Eddie nearby, the stat will kick in. So they had various ways of showing off, sexual rights, racism, discrimination, whatever you want.
Yeah, this game is like surprisingly deep.
Yeah. That's what surprised me. I'm like, oh, like I got a very deep game for. Oh, you put yourself in a horrible place.
No, you think so, but I'm gonna finish this in one turn.
Why didn't we even? I remember we were doing this in one turn. I know. Because before I thought you had to
Use all three characters. No.
use all three characters.
No, don't dodge. Okay. Anyways, okay.
I remember when I played this game. Oh my god, what the hell happened? It's just like ducking and missing, and all you shot is treads. I'm like, why? But like, I hope this doesn't happen here too. So, yeah, you can do this. A lot of people, including me, we thought that, oh, we gotta bring everybody together because, you know, well, I don't know why, but we just kept everybody together. But realistically, you can do this in one turn.
Actually, to point out on your whole sexual awareness thing, this game, as I've said already, this game parallels World War II. So, if you're not aware of what happened to those, I guess, sexual minorities.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's really right to say, but I mean, but yeah, or the non-heterosexuals, and you know the Jewish people and maybe black people. Actually, I'm pretty sure black people, and basically anybody that really wasn't white. They were all treated relatively badly.
Mm-hmm.
And
look at it loading. Just
yeah, you want to take a look at those pictures? Not so great.
get off your high horse.
You get off your HD horse.
Oh my god.
Look, man.
Here's the reason I can go in this with no problem at all, because I know this is a dated game and they just upscaled.
I can't go. See, here's the thing. They upscaled it, but they really should have retextured and like refined everything. Because you see that filter they have there? It should be less apparent. It should look more like parchment paper and less like brushstrokes of paint, brushstrokes on Microsoft Word, stroked over and over and over again, and like faded to like 20 or maybe 10% transparency, and then, well, you get what I mean. But basically, I shouldn't be able to see that texture that well.
Burn them. They don't deserve graves. This is war. War is cruelty.
See, here Alicia, best girl by the way, Alicia saying she's only doing it to protect. That's it.
Is she really the best girl?
You shut up. You shut up over there.
I was gonna mention, you know, Sniper Girl.
Oh, Marina?
Yeah.
Well,
I take I'll accept that silence as a yes.
I see. Well, I see we're gonna have a war of attrition here, but I still think Alicia's the best.
I'm waiting. I can't wait for the beach episode. This is gonna be fun.
Alicia's the best.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. I'm just, you know,
I know there are people on like Silverius's side, and I can see, but
have you seen the episode? Have you seen the on the anime the extra episode where they were all?
Yeah, I did.
It's in the game too.
Yeah, it is in the game.
It's still in the game too. But the hilarious thing is when they did the anime. Oh my god! I'm like,
it was gratuitous.
Isn't this replicating World War II? Why is it like it's still technically World War II clothing until you get to the mini skirts and the very, very risque bikinis?
Yeah, well,
like, look at Severia's.
I don't care.
If you see Severia, you're just like, how is that not ripping apart every time she walks?
See, it's not World War II, it's a second European war, and it's not in Europe, it is in Europa. Just saying.
That's like the worst excuse I've ever heard.
I know. But yeah, this is the start of the whole Valkyria Chronicles story. It's very charming. Like, all the characters in this game are super charming. There is no, like, I don't think there is a character that I hate out of design. Every character, like...
Oh, I hate all of Darks and Haters.
Okay. Okay. Darks and Haters, I understand. Like, I understand that point, your point, but I understand that Darks and Haters have to be, you know, they're there because they have to serve the purpose of reflecting World War II.
I get that, But here's the thing: I don't want racism in my
Well, nobody really does.
in my company.
Nobody does.
GTFO if you racist.